everyone, this is Ellie. The Long Way Ahead event is now out. Make sure to check the event duration in your time zone. Per usual, I'll have the link to the official patch notes announcement in the video description. Okay, and so before we get started, I want to quickly mention that I have a Twitter account dedicated to this game, so follow me if you're interested. Info will be in the video description and pinned comment. Now, moving on to the event. First of all, I need to warn you that this event is quite nuanced, so please make sure to pay attention to the details mentioned. So first off, if we look at Starry Sea Diary, which is in the top right here, this is basically your event story. And so the event story is divided into three sections: prologue, present, which is Alkaid's storyline, and past, which is Kale's storyline. And to unlock story stages, you'll need story items, which are these new passes for Alkaid's route and old passes for Kale's route. These can be obtained from core gameplay, which I'll mention later. Also, something very important to mention is that make sure to follow the order given in the gameplay guide or priority section of this video to unlock the full story progression. Now, if we look at Dream Exploration, which is at the middle right here, they've essentially combined the event stamina farming stages and the minigame into one section. And before I explain, let me first warn you again that this gameplay is very time consuming and can be frustrating. So please make sure to watch and rewatch, if necessary, the event overview and gameplay guide or priority sections of this video. There are two astral domains, each with 4 exploration areas and 2 spirit training instances. The second domain will be unlocked at a later time, and you'll be able to switch between them at the bottom right here. And then gameplay and the layout are identical, so I'll just be using Astral Domain 1 as an example in this video. Just note that basically everything I mentioned for number 1 will also apply to number 2. So here there are 4 exploration areas that are unlocked in sequence. These are the ones labeled with a percentage. So they're going to be Desolate Star Surface, Selected Area, Astral Gate Transfer Hub, and Base Star 372. In order to access the next area, you need to finish exploring the previous area first. Note that this does not mean you have to reach 100%, this just means you need to pass the final stage of that area. And so basically how each stage works is you navigate your airship through this map to reach the exit, and then scattered throughout the map is battles, letters, and treasures, and you need to grab all of these in order to reach 100% exploration for the area. Something important I need to mention is that if you cleared everything on the map, but you still haven't gotten 100%, like for example me here, you need to wait for the letters to finish tracking. And you can check the letters here. So for example, sometimes it may look like the letters have finished or you've unlocked all the letters and everything. However, if you go back in here and it has a track button where the timer is here instead of end of communication, that means you need to complete that before you're able to get 100%. And often this may take up to 2 hours. I believe 2 hours is the max. So while it's tracking, you can finish the exploration attempt, but do not reset. Resetting will discontinue your tracking progress and it'll reset this timer here. So don't do that. You're not required to 100% the exploration areas, but there are additional rewards with completion, including the free Lars SR. However, I would recommend getting through the first 3 areas as fast as possible first time around, rather than working on the exploration percentage from the start, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Also, I do have map guides and gameplay guides for this event. This will be mentioned in the next section of the video as well as in my Notion site. So make sure to watch the next section of the video. That is basically kind of the summary and the key of what needs to be done for this event. Every day, you're given 3 reset attempts, which are these exploration permits, and these do not stack, so try to use these up, and this is actually important for story progression, so keep watching this video. It'll be mentioned in the gameplay priority or gameplay guide section of this video. Now, heading back to this screen, besides the exploration areas, there are 2 stamina farming locations. The Spirit Exploration Practice contains 3 difficulties and only drops some event shop currency and gold, while Spirit Extension Practice drops more event shop currency and increases your exploration level. However, you need to pass Astral Gate Transfer Hub first before you're able to access this, and this is why I recommend you speed through the first 3 exploration areas. And exploration level, which you can see here, Dream Exploration here, this is important because there are certain obstacles in the exploration areas where if your level isn't high enough, you'll need to take a detour. And if you want to reach 100% exploration for a site, you need to pass through some of these obstacles. In terms of the stamina farming expenditure recommendation, I'll touch on that in the gameplay guide or priority section of this video. And then per usual, some illustras, including the free Lars SR, will give bonus drops from these stages. Of note, the bonus you get from the SSRs differ based on ult level. So at ult level 1, the SSR gives 10% bonus, at ult 3, 13%, and at ult 5, 16%. So if you're borrowing an SSR assist, try to borrow the highest ult level you can find. Now if we take a look at Travel Goal, which is the center one here, there are 2 tabs here. The one on the left is the event shop, and the one on the right is where you can claim achievement rewards. Please note that the event shop Astral Exchange uses 2 different types of currencies. One dropped from the stamina stages in domain 1, the other from domain 2, and you can switch between the different event shops here on the right. Then for the achievement rewards here, this is where you'll be able to claim a lot of the story unlocking currency, as well as the free Lars SR. And just to restate, the Lars SR does carry a drop bonus, so try to grab this as soon as possible, and refer to the next section of this video for more details. In terms of other collectibles, the avatar is from login, and the event avatar frame and profile style are from event story completion. Something important to note is that with this event, there are 2 avatar frames that can only be purchased with money from the shop here. So if you go to shop, and then pack, and long way ahead, there's 2 avatar frame packs. And since I already bought them, I'm going to show Mello's picture here. Regarding the materials in the event shop, it's not worth it to redeem any Pictura AXP or gold coins. Now if we go back to this screen, if we look at special outfit on the bottom, this is the time-limited top-up. So there is a time-limited top-up going on where you'll receive the Prefect Silver outfit at 1,280 points, and then the Prefect Luminary outfit at 2,580 points. And so the Prefect Silver outfit is like a regular outfit but has a special entrance animation. And I'll show the special entrance animation right here. However, the Prefect Luminary outfit counts sort of as a new character, meaning once you put this outfit on Alcade, his original voice lines will not be played, and only the new voice lines will be available. Prefect Luminary also doesn't share the timer feature with Alcade. So now if we take a look at Starry Sea Gallery on the left, this is pretty self-explanatory. It basically just leads you to the event gacha, and I'll touch more on this later in this video. So basically for the next portion of this video, I'm going to go through what steps you need to take to basically achieve 100% exploration, how to unlock everything that you need to unlock basically for full story progression as well. And I'm going to put the Domain 1 guide here. For Domain 2 gameplay priority, I'll publish that on my Notion site soon after that domain unlocks. So for Astral Domain gameplay priority, or the guide, or however you want to call it, first of all, I recommend speeding through the first 3 exploration areas by following A in my map guides, and then stop once you've completed Astral Gate Transfer Hub, which is the 3rd area of this domain. Second, you're going to farm Spirit Extension Practice 17 times to reach Exploration Level 10. And why specifically Exploration Level 10 is because that is the level needed to clear all the obstacles in selected area. Third, you're going to go to selected area and then follow B in the map guides for this area. And make sure to wait for the tracking timers to finish and do not reset during this time. What I mean by the tracking timers is when you go to the green boxes on the map guides, these are the letters. And what happens with the letters is after you interact with the letter, it's going to ask you to track. You have to press track. It's going to tell you a time that is needed to complete this tracking. You have to wait for that to finish and do not reset during that time. And then fourth, you're going to go to Travel Goal, which is that area of the general event map. Then you're going to go to Travel Achievements, and then claim the Lars SR. 5, you're going to farm Spirit Extension Practice 43 times to reach Max, which is level 20, Exploration level. Then 6, you're going to follow B, so basically you repeat whatever you did in selected area, you're going to do it for the other 3 areas of this domain. Again, wait for the tracking timers to finish and do not reset during this time. Then 7, follow C in the map guides for all 4 exploration areas. 8, which is actually very important, go back to Desolate Star Surface and then follow C 4 more times. And this is needed for full story progression, as basically you need to complete exploration 15 times in each domain to have enough currency to unlock the full story. So the CN Wiki has maps of these exploration areas. I made slight additions and kind of some notes as well to make them easier to follow. And these map guides will be available on my Notion site, and I will also link the CN Wiki page in the pinned comment. And before I do that, I'm actually going to walk through this example map I have so people understand how to use it. So when the gameplay priority guide mentions to follow step A, B, or C, make sure to actually read what it says. I think A and C are pretty easy to understand, but part B might be a bit confusing, so I'm just going to try and clarify. For part B, when I say clear all remaining map events, what I mean is by the end of part B, you should have unlocked every single one of these types of map events. And these map events are the ones at the bottom left-hand corner that you see. So the green boxes, which are letters, and these are the ones that will prompt you to track or have that timer thing that you need to wait. The orange boxes, which are battles, and then the kind of these light bluish boxes, which are treasures. And basically, you need to complete all of these before moving to the next map. So in terms of stamina expenditure after max exploration level, if you're short on gold, farm Spirit Exploration Practice. Otherwise, it's way more stamina efficient to continue farming Spirit Extension Practice. Keep in mind, Domains 1 and 2 drop different event shop currencies, and also Domains 1 and 2 each have their own Exploration Practice and Extension Practice. Okay, so that's it for the event overview. Please make sure to visit my Notion site for the map guides for this event, as well as the gameplay guides. So moving on to the gacha for this event. The Gacha this time is kind of unique. There are two different event banners, one featuring Alcade, the other featuring Kale. So Pity is shared between them. Pity meaning the SSR guaranteed at 80 pulls, that's shared between them, but Pity is independent of other banners. So Long Way Ahead's banner Pity will be carried over to its rerun. Each of the two banners has its own, for the first two SSRs, one is guaranteed to be the event Illustra. The two banners also share cumulative sketch rewards. And then the specific rates are listed in details here. So because this video is already too long, I'm actually going to skip over the Illustra review section and just quickly mention the poll recommendation. As a reminder, the detailed Illustra guides are already up on my Notion site. So in terms of pull recommendation, overall I would say neither of these cards is particularly strong or recommended to pull from a combat standpoint. If you need AoE damage with some utility, Alcade's SSR would be better. However, Alcade's SSR is dependent on team coordination and teammates' ability to apply AoE attribute debuffs. Also, if you have Cage of Guilt, Alcade's SSR is low priority for you. If you're interested in building a freeze team, Kale's SSR would better fit your account. What shines for this card is the 2-turn Incapacitate on skill 1. So for the Pictura for this time, the 3-star Pictura is not increased initial ult charge, but the 2-star is. So if you're a newbie and don't have any increased initial ult charge Pictura sets, this may be a good set to use before you obtain and switch to the 3-star, 2-star sets. Okay, and so that'll be all for the video. Make sure to check the pinned comment as well as my Notion site for the map guides and gameplay guides, and please like and subscribe.